I'm $155,000 in credit card debt. I thought it'd be a good idea to take out $100,000 and put it on a day trade. I put in $100,000 on one trade, completely blew it all. I try to make that back, put in 55K to double it to make my money back. I busted everything. I'm $155,000 in credit card debt. How can I solve this and how can I get my money back and what can I do? I don't know. I'm trying to keep my shit together.
Credit card debt is one of the biggest expenses that Americans have to deal with every day. And a lot of it is because of bad mistakes, but a lot of it is also because that's how Americans are surviving. You know, when Americans can't afford health insurance, can't afford groceries because everything is so high and so expensive, what do? They put it on a credit card. So here's some of the problems with when you do that. It just stacks up and you end up with a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 credit card bill.
I owe $30,000 worth of credit card debt at 24 years old. This is my credit card debt breakdown. I currently have 5 different credit card accounts that I need to pay off. The first one, which is the least amount of debt that I owe, would be my Freedom Unlimited card, in which I owe $1,649.99. My Capital One card, I owe $4,388.83. On my Best Buy account, I owe $6,210. On my Chase credit card, I owe $6,856. Last but not least, Discover. This is the one that I owe the most on, and it is $10,952. That brings me to a total of $30,057.68. I've looked into filing for bankruptcy, but I don't think that that's the best route for me at this time. I think that I won't qualify for Chapter 7, and I also don't think that Chapter 13 would be the best option either. There's no other option for me other than just finding other ways to make money and paying this off as soon as possible. I'm turning 25 soon, and my goal is to become debt-free and just be more smart with my money. Honestly, just never get myself back into this position.
I will say though is I applaud people like her, because there are a lot of people out there who will try to make excuses like, oh, they shouldn't have gave someone my age $20,000, or they shouldn't have had the prices. So at the end of the day, that all might be true, because you shouldn't give a kid $20,000 and prices shouldn't be so high. But at the end of the day, you know, someone needs to teach these people how to use credit cards the right way. Make sure you pay off in full. Make sure you do things the right way. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, any bad kind of credit history, credit reports, or just later down the road when you're ready to buy a house, buy a new car, you don't have 50K, you know, in debt and credit card debt just sitting around on top of your student loans. Because let's be honest, most people watching this and most people in the video have student loans on top of their large credit card debt amount.
So remember I seen I owe a lot of my credit cards, but today I'm finally going to update y'all on how much I actually owe now a month later. Last month I made a video about me showing y'all how much money I owe on my credit card as a 21-year-old adult, and it was a lot of money. And in that video I argued that it was the company's fault for lending me that amount of money, because why would they trust a 21-year-old adult with that amount? I'm only a 3-year-old adult. I don't know any better. But I also saw a comment that was like, Ray, can you please update us on how much you owe now? And I'm pleased to announce that I paid off all my credit cards already. My Go to American Express card, I only owe this amount. That's because I already paid off the other balance. And this is what I spent last month that I gotta pay this month. On my Chase Preferred card, I owe this much that I spent last month that I gotta pay this month. On my Capital One, I owe nothing. Although y'all saw a 10-second video how much money I owed, y'all saw a 10-second video that I didn't really think much of, but the cards are paid for now. So can we please stop cooking me in the comments telling me that I owe a lot of my credit cards, because I genuinely don't. I owe $3,000 total that I'll hopefully pay off this month too. Debt is not a bad thing if you use it correctly. I have a 742 credit. I have very high limits. I have an American Express card that won't approve you if you don't have good credit. So that should be a sign that I know what someone know what I'm doing. So because of that, I cut off right today.
And stuff like that, it's okay. If you have to put certain things on credit cards, whether it be, you know, groceries or a quick trip to the hospital, that's okay. But just do like he did and make sure you pay it off at the end of the month in full. Paying it off in full and limiting use is what is going to help your credit score. Because someone like me will sit here and say, don't get a credit card because I don't use credit cards. You know, I've never seen a need to. But some people out there will say, oh, it's good for you. It's good if you want to start a business or build your credit history so you can buy a house. And it depends on what your future goals are. But if your future goals do include something that will need a credit score, like buying a house, buying a new car, then make sure you use your credit card the right way. There's also other ways to build credit history without a card, but still, a card is one of the easiest ones if you make sure you use it the right way. Pay off all your debt and then use it for your gas, phone bill, all that, not your rent. Don't use it for all those top tier expenses. But make sure you, whatever you do, use it, you pay it off in full at the end of the month.
I am in my 30s and I am currently sitting at $25,301 with 66 cents in credit card debt. That is my own consumption, my own doing. And I also have about a $28,000, $30,000 yearly income. It's quite a tight budget, you guys, but I am determined and I am ready because this is about the third time that I've gotten on this journey, but this time is different. We have a game plan. I know exactly what to do. I've really nailed down my budget and I have been controlling my spending habits. I'm no longer running away. I don't need to take all those trips anymore. I'm no longer avoiding and spending money I don't have, which is the bare minimum that I can do at the moment given my income, because my income is not a lot of dollars in there. However, that is the next goal that I have, is that I will increase my income, which means that I'll be able to pay off credit cards even more. And I'll keep you guys updated. It is a hard journey. I have a really good meal plan going. I, again, have a really good tight budget going. I've brought down my utilities expenses by a lot, by $300, $400, which has been wonderful. So my next goal is earning a larger income, but we're gonna do it. And hopefully by the end of 2026, imagine I pay off $25,000 on consumer debt by the end of 2026. Manifesting.
I'm $89,000 in credit card debt, and I'm here to break down my cards to tell you how much I have on each card and what my payment is each month on each card. I'm going to start with the smallest card and work my way up to the highest card. I do have 11 credit cards, so we're going to be here for a minute. The longer that you watch, the higher my payment is. So do your girl a favor and watch to the end. My first card is our Carter's credit card. It has $199 on it. My monthly payment is $30. My second card, Old Navy. It has $362 on it and a monthly payment of $30. Third card is our Citi card. It has $1,742 on it and the monthly payment is $85. Fourth is Shields. It has $3,057 on it and our monthly payment is $95. Next up is our Discover card. That has $4,969 on it and our payment is $135 a month. Next up is Chase. That has $5,615 on it and our payment is $153 a month. Next up is my personal Military Star card. That has $7,860 on it. The payment is $170 a month. Next up is my husband's Military Star card. That has $8,095 on it and the payment is $175. These are the fun ones. Next up is our Visa Platinum. That has $11,503 on it and our monthly payment is $285. Our Visa Cash Rewards card, that has a total of $20,371 on it and our monthly payment is $520. Last but not least is our American Express that has $25,371 on it and our payment is $620 a month. The total on these cards a little bit more than I said on a previous video because they have been hit with some interest since then. So our total is $89,203 and that brings our total monthly payments up to $2,298. Follow along and watch me pay these off over the next few years.